I'm sorry. I took a few seconds. Sorry. All good, man.
Here I am. G'day everybody, and welcome to another race. It's Sunday morning, well, nearly lunchtime, for me at least. Saturday night trucks with the OP Racing Super Speedway Series. This is the feeder series for the Grand National Series, which takes place on, I believe, Wednesday night, US time, Thursday day here, which is the one I'm trying to get into so that I can keep my weekends clear as much as possible. But yeah, good day to everybody out there that's watching. My twin grandsons, Conner and Percival, and my kids, and the Fosters, and DD and Luke and whoever else might be out there, Ruben, whoever is watching. Good day and thanks for joining me. If you're watching this live, great. If you are watching this on replay, thank you very much. I'm just opening up the chat at this end so I can see what is going on. And we go to that one and that one. Didn't have it open yet, but that's on me. I believe everything's the way it needs to be and it's all working. If you're out there watching it live, throw in a comment. Let me know you're out there. We're going qualifying. And it's a 10-minute session, one single flying lap in this league. Here we go, as usual. I had a shower 2 hours ago, now my eyes are playing up. Unreal. That's all good. So hopefully you're having a good weekend. Mine's been pretty decent. Had a fairly relaxing morning yesterday. Got a few things done around here and relaxed in front of the TV and spent some time on the computer, on the desktop one. Finishing off the skin that I'm using today, which is the Aussie flag skin. So basically finishing that off and throwing some more signage and bits and pieces on there and cleaning up a couple of things that I wasn't overly happy with. I'm still not 100% happy, but close enough. So we'll see how we go. Looking to see what these guys are running. Yeah, okay. Just watching the times appear there, which I imagine you can see also. I've never run a 55-70 in my life. In fact, if we go here, ran a 56-0. I think 55.8's about as 55.8. I think is about as good as I've run here in a truck. Those times are when we were out doing some drafting and stuff, obviously. But yeah. Yeah, look, I've run several 55.8s here. I don't think I've ever run even close to getting a 55.7 ever around here. I don't know how they're doing it. I've really got no idea. And if I'm going to end up starting mid-pack, I might as well start at the back. This is the final round of their championship as well, or our championship. But I've come into the series only a few rounds ago, so. And then I missed 2 while I was getting ready to move and actually moving in, and so I think I missed 2 or 3 rounds, getting the rig set up and stuff like that. I think I missed like 3 rounds or something. Or two rounds I think I missed all up. And only came into it, most of the way through the season, so not really like I'm in the running for anything. I'm not in the playoffs or anything like that, so the guys with the P after their name I think are in the playoffs. I think it's a P. Yeah, there we go. These guys are actually in the playoffs for the championship. There's a few of them, but we discussed it before, and I did say straight out, look, I'm here to race. I don't want to screw anybody's championship, but I am here to race. So, look, if I'm going to start 20th, I might as well start at the back, as far as I'm concerned. Work my way forward, let them crash in front of me, and yeah, if I can't start at the first couple of rows, I'd rather start at the back. Mid-pack in this championship at Talladega. I'd rather just start at the back, I think, actually. But that's okay. We shall do so, and we shall work our way forward. We have 94 laps to do it. So we'll see how we rock and roll today. So let's make sure that we've got our steering and everything set while we've got time. Yeah, I cranked that up because I was going to give that a try with I'll pull that down actually with qualifying, but I didn't really get much of a chance to do any practice, so I'm going to go with that setting. I think that pretty much, with the offset at 6, I think that pretty much worked for me last week or the week before, one of the other championships. So we'll see how we go. 6 on the steering ratio and plus 6 on the offset, I think felt pretty good. So from memory, hopefully I'm right. And we'll see how we go.
Go on the team speak, talk to somebody if you want to, but keep the channel clear most of the night so we can clear things that we need to clear and hear what we need to hear. Anyway, thanks again.
Open this up. Yeah, forgot about that. That one.
Connected.
And there. And
Channel switched.
that one. Bring that back up. Okay, we've got a couple of minutes left, and then we're going to go racing. So yeah, hopefully, as I said, that you're having a good weekend. I had a nice day yesterday, and spent the afternoon and the first half of last night till about 8:30 or whatever it was, 20 past 8. I don't know, I wasn't really paying attention to the time until I got home and noticed it was nearly 9. So with family. So it was Saturday night's our family dinner night. Unfortunately, well, when I say unfortunately, I mean it means that I can't race in Weekend Warriors at the moment. But we'll see how we go. I mean, I think last night we were racing Talladega in the 87s, and that would have been awesome, I think. But I'm not sure. But yeah, either way, yeah. Oh no, Texas, I think. Switched over from the 12 hour for this. Well, switch back and forward, mate. You'll be right. Hopefully we'll make it worth your while. Good day, Edward. How are you? Expecting greatness. Well, you came to the wrong place. We'll see how we go. It's a matter of survival. Talladega, and we were doing drafting practice, and they wanted to go 3 wide there, and that lasted about a half a lap, I think, and somebody moved down into me, and yeah. So fortunately it happened then, and hopefully it can avoid it happening during the race. But we'll see what we can do. I'm here to race. I'm not here to make up numbers. But I was looking at the lap times in qualifying, and yeah, I'm going to start mid-pack, 18th, somewhere around there. It's a decent sized field. What do we got? Yeah. And, I mean, these guys are running 55.7s. I think the best I've ever done here is a low 55.8 or 55.84 or 3 or something, which would have put me somewhere around there, around the 1920. And to be perfectly honest, if as I said, if I'm going to start there, I might as well just start at the back. So we shall do that. We'll work our way forward.
We go green. Line up on the outside.
See
we
what
put in
we can
plenty
do.
of fuel to finish the race. Pit road is closed.
Remembering this is the league that's got a very tight fuel. Yeah, good. Yeah, it's a good sized field. But we'll see how we go. Well, more cars means more crashes, unfortunately. So we'll see how we go. I just want to survive and try and put it in a good spot at the end. Further forward, the better. A podium would be excellent. A win would be better. I'm not hoping for anything like that, but certainly going to work towards it. So. I don't think I've ever actually watched the 12 hour. Not really into the production cars, so to speak. Like factory muscle, stuff like that. V8 Commodores, Falcons, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I don't mind seeing bits and pieces in highlights and hearing the results and stuff, but just the 12 hours, it's not something that I've ever tended to actually make a point of sitting and watching. So, but a lot of people do. They're into the GT3s and GT4s and stuff. So, you'll probably find it's got something to do with supercars. I remember there was a lot of hoo-ha a couple of years ago about some of the V8 supercars drivers not actually being allowed to run in it. Ah, right, okay. Well, that'll do it too. A lot of them are racing in Europe at the moment. They've got championships on the line, so yeah. Yeah, well, that's it. I remember some of the V8 supercar drivers being told that they weren't allowed to actually run. Was it 2-3 years ago?
46.
So, I'm not sure. But yeah, if it's in the middle of the Euro season, then yeah, they'll have championships they're racing for over there, and the teams will be fairly strict about what they take part in and who can disappear mid-season, and that's too much on the line, So we'll see how it goes with that. But yeah, it's just not something I've ever made a point of watching. It's just Like I say, I don't mind seeing like highlights and hearing how it went, but never sat and actually, don't think I've ever sat and watched the 12 hour. So, I mean, I struggle to watch Bathurst these days, and it used to be like a religion. I never missed it. 7 o'clock Sunday morning, drinks are ready, chips are ready, backside's on the lounge in front of the TV with the coverage, you know, waiting for the coverage to start. These days,
Nice wrap there, Jimmy.
sort of, you know, these days I go to
I
a
got
mate,
tired of Kevin and Sebastian saying, Jimmy, you just got a better setup, so I had to
go to a mate's place for a
come get a
barbecue, and
pole
we have it
in
on
a
in the
big
background,
setup.
and I just keep an eye on it here and there. But that's with the main Bathurst race for the V8 supercars. I just haven't even followed them since McLaren quit. It just was already losing interest for me, and that's my team was DJR, and you know I was all hyped on that. But once McLaren left, I knew there was nobody to really take the fight up to Van Gisbergen, and I knew he was going to win at least the next
Get ready.
championship or two. Anyway, get me head into this and see what I can do with it.
Pace car is in.
Come on. The bane of Van Gisbergen's nightmares. That's who he is.
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
I've got a bad habit of holding second and third for too long. I'm trying to be more mindful of it
Still there.
to get better starts.
Still there.
Now we've got a big gap here, so I'm going to drop down to the bottom. And that takes care of that for a while.
Warming my tires up.
Car outside. Stay low. Down the bottom. 3 wide. Clear all around.
I can't remember where I started actually, but I think I've picked up a couple of spots already, so that's okay. Just want to have a nice comfy run. There's no broadcast of this one.
1:1.169.
I normally, my routine is to race these daytime races with the US guys, and then when it's over I grab a drink and maybe some lunch, and I throw on the Max Speed TV broadcast. But this Sunday one doesn't get broadcast to the best of my knowledge. I've never seen one for it, so considering it's a Saturday night race in the States, I thought that they'd be all over having this broadcast. I know the midweek ones, they've got one on Monday and one on Wednesday nights. They're both broadcast by Max Speed TV, I think. But
Get hot, Gavin.
I think this series used to be broadcast by Extreme TV, but they don't do it anymore, so which is a bit of a shame. So don't get to actually watch the broadcast after this on a Sunday. That feels pretty solid, that car, or this car, this truck. That setup feels pretty good. Well, yeah, whether that ever happens or not, I don't know, mate. The Sierra. But what class would you put it in? What would you put it up against? That's the thing. I mean, I know in the R Factor mods, it was just a pain in the ass because everybody went with the Sierra. Well, most people, purely because straight out of the box was the fastest car in the sim, in the mod. We had it in a couple of mods, not the least of which was the Bathurst Legend, not Bathurst Legends, Group A Legends or something. And that and the earlier Skylines, VK, VL Commodores, stuff like that. And the Sierra was the go-to car. We actually stopped using it after a while and stopped allowing it because it was just a foregone conclusion. If you jumped on the Sierra and you knew how to drive it,
39 going to the back on the back stretch. 39 going to the back.
you weren't going to get touched. So, which is a bit of a shame. But it was realistic that way. I mean, it was the fastest, most powerful car in that category. So yeah.
Come on in front.
Come on.
Clear.
What the fuck are these guys doing?
Still there.
Uh,
Still there. Down the bottom, 3 wide. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Line up single file. Pit road is closed. Left 111, car by. Jetstar 111, ja. Tasa 934, ja.
checking up in front of me for no apparent reason.
Case car attitude, checking about two.
Which meant I checked up, which meant the guy behind me give me a whack up the backside because he had nowhere to go. And he couldn't see what I
Pop
could
out
see.
this middle bag, check it out.
It's alright. I'll get fuel, but I'm going to turn my tyres off.
Tasa 934.
Thank you.
Pit road is now open.
Yeah, just turn those tyres off. And I'll go in and get fuel. I mean, there'll probably be another caution before long. Yeah, I thought they were going to come down into me, mate, actually. But I put it where I needed to, and there wasn't a major wreck in front of me with cars spearing across the track, so yeah, that was good. That race the other day was just a debacle. I kept going deep in the infield, and there's always somebody else going there, or somebody's bounced off a wall and speared across in front of me, and I T-boned them, and stuff like that happened, so I was pretty happy to miss that. But I've got a minor whack up the bum. I'm going to go in here. Fuck this.
Pit box in 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
There we go.
All clear. Punch it.
Oh, look at these guys. You run the hell out of a Group A Sierra. Yeah, the trouble is, what are you going to race against? They'd have to have it as a one make or something, wouldn't they?
Line up single file.
I didn't speed then, did I?
Car by.
No, I wasn't really paying attention. Too busy looking for cars coming out of their pit base. Up to 15th. I don't know, I started 24th, 25th, something like that. I think it was right back. And I'm up to 15th now, so that's cool. Yeah. No, I was just too busy looking for guys flying out of their pit bays and stuff like that. I didn't want to come together with anybody in the pit. Who's that, Jimmy? Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, if iRacing got it, which is probably unlikely, I'm just considering more, what would you race against it? You know, like, I mean, it's a Group A touring car. I'm trying to think of something else in. They'd have to do, like they did with the TCRs, they'd have to do two cars. So you would have to put that and the Godzilla together. That would be my bet in that category of racing, because I don't think there's nothing else in real, like in Group A type touring cars in iRacing or anything there that, without going beyond the category and going up to supercars and stuff, like, not V8 supercars, but, well, yeah, But, you know, European supercars and stuff, you know, the high-end Ferraris and Audis and stuff like that, and that's not really in the same class.
Line up on the outside.
They'd have to do what they did with the TCRs.
2 minutes, 4.5.
I'm on the outside. Yeah, they'd have to do what they did with the TCRs, where they have, like, they do 2 of them at once, so they got something to race against. So, oh, look out! Yeah, no, that's it. That's what I mean. You'd have to do the Godzillas with them, so that the 2 of them could be in the category together, because otherwise it either gets a bit unequal with either racing them against something more high end or something more low end, because the Sierras pretty much sit in a class of their own, really, for a touring car. So doing the Skyline at the same time is about the only way they get around that. I don't see them spending time and money on scanning those 2 particular cars. And let's face it, with iRacing you'll get, you know, 750,000 people saying we want this, we want this. Then when it's released, they'll buy it, drive it once and then forget about it. So, yeah. I mean, look at the 87s. Every second person in iRacing wanted it, the 87 NASCARs, and it was a novelty that wore off in about 3 weeks for most people. So, yeah. I think that was around about the time they started releasing the Rally X stuff, and a lot of the dickheads jumped over into that. So, anyway, we'll see. All right, we're going green. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Pace cars in.
Come on.
Green, green, green. You're in the top 10.
I don't want to get hung on bloody high and dry out on the outside here either.
Car inside, 2 minutes, 21.38. Still there. Hold your line. Keep high. Still there. Clear inside. Inside. Hold your line.
Oh, here they come.
Stay high. Hold your line. Clear, clear. Inside. Stay high.
Ah, fuck, here we go.
Keep high.
Drive by the white line. Try and keep it steady.
In the middle. Clear inside. 2 wide. Still there. 3 wide. In the middle. Outside. 2 wide. 3 wide. In the middle. Hold your line. Hold your line. Outside, 2 wide. 3 wide, 3 wide, near the meet. Hold your line. Hold your line. Hold your line.
Oh.
51.797. Hold your line. Clear inside, 2 wide, 3 wide, 3 wide, near the meet. Hold your line. Clear outside, 2 wide, you're up top, 3 wide, 3 wide, in the middle. Hold your line, hold your line. Hold your line.
Jesus.
Hold your line, hold your line.
Oh, come on, what are you doing?
Clear outside, 2 wide. E5. Still there. Hold your line. 52.336. 3 wide. In the middle. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. 3 wide. In the middle. Hold your line. Hold your line.
Oh!
Hold your line. Clear all around.
I reckon, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me.
Single file. Pit road is closed. Toss about 50. 3. Toss about 50. 3. Toss about 90. 5. Toss about 40. 3. Toss about 70. 3. Toss about 70. 3. Toss about 900. 6. Toss about 20. 6. Toss about 900. 6. Toss about 70. 3.
Well, I thought we were doing pretty well there for a while until that guy in the
Gonna be
green one
here, middle of that.
came down on me. I knew it was only a matter of time though.
Pit road is now open.
3 wide, it was only a matter of time. Alright. I don't know how much damage I got. Shit. Fastest 73. Yep.
Toss about 40. 3.
Hey, Steven. Oh, you're coming up. Thanks.
Toss about 0. 70. 1. Toss about 90. 5. Toss about 50. 3. Pit box in 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Wow. Optional repairs 216. Shit. I'll use my fast repair. I don't know whether it'll do it now. Shit. Fuck it.
That's it. Go.
Okay.
Line up single file. Catch 40.
Yeah, well, I really suffered out of that. I lost big time, didn't I? I don't know where I was sitting, what, 6th, 3 wide, but I really suffered in all that and getting that damage, which still hasn't been fixed.
Hip, hop, hip, hop.
I'm going to go back in the pit. No, I don't want to, but I'm going to use my fast repair. I got crunched from both sides. I got hit up the arse. I'd hate to think what this truck looks like, so as long as the pits stay open, long enough for me to get in there. Six back to about 28. What a joke.
Pit box in 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
I turned the tyres off.
Okay, punch it.
So I went to turn the tyres off, they were already off. But it's gone and replaced them.
One lap to green. Line up on the inside.
All right.
Catch about 40. Job 2 minutes 11.233.
So that's me fast repair goal.
Catch about 40. Job.
I was pretty happy with the way that was going too. I mean, I was as nervous as all shit, and it's very intense being in that situation, but I was hanging on for dear life because I didn't want it to be me that caused that. Might have been this bloke in front of me. All I know, it was a green truck, and he hit me. So, and he pushed me down into someone, and he pushed, yeah. So I'll have to have a look at that in a replay later or some shit. Only thing that isn't dented is the roof. Yeah, probably, mate. Yeah, well, that was pretty good there for a while. I mean, just can't count on what other people are going to do. That's the trouble. But I like being in the middle, 3 wide.
Get ready. Going green.
Especially through the turns. Come on, what are you doing? Well, it says I'm on the inside line, so I'm in the right place.
Pace car is in.
Oof. Oh, come on. We going for it or not?
Green, green, green.
Yo, I changed down a gear, but I bloody still end up hitting him. Yeah, exactly. Well, like I say, it's only a matter of when you're in that situation. And yeah, that was a bad start, I know, but I don't think it had anything to do with me changing down a gear. This guy in front of me, I still managed to give him a tap up the arse. So I don't know what he was doing. I'll have to have a proper look at that later. And then the guy behind me hit me up the arse because of it, so...
56.489.
That's just... Now I'm so far off, it's not funny. Fuck. And after just bloody doing that, now I've got damaged front, damaged rear. Fuck me. After just straightening it with me bloody fast repair too.
137.
Fours, I'm gonna go down here. I'm not liking what it's looking, how it's looking up.
Still there. Keep low. Hold your line. Clear outside.
I'll just sit on the back of these guys and
54.405.
see if we can catch up. There'll be a caution at some point, so we'll catch up to them then. Even I just don't want to get that far behind. What are they doing? I'll sit behind Mark and I'm just trying to hang on the back, Mark.
53.419.
Not a good pusher. I don't mind being pushed as long as the guy behind me knows what they're doing, which Mark does. Generally when he's behind me we do pretty well, but I'm not very good. I'd never ever put my hand up to say I'm good as a pusher.
52.7.
I'm a bit of a nervous pusher actually. Don't like being that close to the rear of the truck. I don't mind them being right on my rear bumper, but I'm not good enough to say I could do this, but I can get here. But when it comes to actually bump drafting and giving him a tab, sitting on the rear bumper, it's just not something I'm very good at. Just try and stay as close as I can so we can try and create this drafting train and
52.711.
And as much as it was really intense and it's not the place I wanted to be, I was actually enjoying that 3 wide thing for a while there. As long as I can keep the truck straight or in line, then that's fine. But the problem I've got with it, I mean, you can see I was following that white line. I'm putting my left wheels on the white line sort of thing. So, and that's the easiest way to do it. The problem I have is you get this psychological thing where guys in front of you move left, move right, they bounce around, and psychologically you start following them. And that's when you start to it gets really dangerous and shit happens.
3.0
because you're not holding it as steady as you like. That's why I prefer to be on the bottom. Even with 3 wide, I can ignore the truck and just follow the yellow line. Right? It's a lot easier to do. When you're in the middle 3 wide, it's very easy to move around if the truck in front's moving, buffeting around in the draft, moving left, moving right. He's trying to follow somebody, and then you're trying to follow him, and it all gets very psychological and follow the leader sort of stuff. So it's very easy to break your concentration following that white line in the, say, the middle or even the outside 3 wide.
53.12.
And like I was doing it for a while there, but you've really got to concentrate because you've got to try to not follow the guy in front. Be behind him but not follow him, because if he's moving around, you'll move around. So yeah, it's not a situation I like being in. Come on, see if I can get up on the back of Mark here before we get to the turn. Where's the rest of the field? About a third of a lap in front of us. We need a caution to catch up.
You got about 5 laps of fuel left.
I was just going to say that, yeah. Getting low on fuel too. Because it's only 9.4 gallon fuel load in this series. It's not very often I actually find somebody I don't mind bumping me. Mark in front here in the Wrangler truck. We've practiced it a few times, just spur of the moment sort of stuff where we're pre-qualifying, we're in practice and we end up running around nose to tail, and I'm usually pretty comfortable with him doing it because he's got a pretty good idea what he knows what he's doing. There's not a lot of guys that I would trust in that situation. Phil Otto's another one. Phil and I used to do a bit of bump drafting with him behind me, and I was always comfortable with it. So there's not a lot of guys that I would trust in that situation that I go, no, this is going to be fine. A lot of it's, geez, I'd hope he doesn't fuck up, you know. But yeah, Mark does pretty good.
53.4.
There's another guy, Chris Akers. He's very good at it. We haven't done a lot of practice with it between me and Chris Akers, but he's pretty good at it. He's probably one of the best pushers in the league. I don't know whether he's racing here, but he generally races in the Tuesday day one, Monday night US, and he's known to be very good at getting people across the line, pushing people into first. He does a lot of that sort of stuff. But for guys that'll get behind me and I'm comfortable with them giving me a tap and doing a bit of bump drafting and giving me a push, there's very few that I can actually go, oh yep, that's cool. Like I say, most of them, it's geez, I hope he doesn't fuck up and spin me. So yeah. Racing against guys and trust them in that situation, not the same thing. I can race side by side with several guys and be happy with it. But when it comes to bump drafting behind me, yeah, there's only a few that I actually know they can do it, and the chances of fucking up are pretty slim. And since I'm not very good at pushing, I'm trying not to put us in a situation where something goes wrong. I'm trying to be close without being on his bumper.
3.436.
Close enough that we're using the draft, but far enough back that I'm not going to spin him. Which is a balancing act in itself. It does take a lot of practice. Yeah, but I don't want to do it with, in this situation, mate. That's trouble. Oh, shit.
Pit box in 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Come on, let's go. Rock and roll. Yeah, I didn't turn tyres off because I didn't really have time, so cop it sweet. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Optional repairs. Fuck. That's a lap down. Come on.
Okay, go.
You're joking.
One minute 47.122.
At 30 of 94, so there's still a fair way to go. Second week in a row I had to use my fast repair early though. Not happy about that.
Heater's pitting now.
Oh, my bad. I thought you were behind me. Or I forgot you were.
Here they come.
One minute 1.398.
They're all single file by the looks of it.
Car inside. You're up top. 3 wide. Hold your line. Hold your line. Inside. 2 wide. They're inside. Car inside. Clear, clear. Car inside. Hold your line. They're inside. Car inside. Still there. They're inside. 54.535.
Yeah, I know. But it was only a few seconds, so I figured I'd just let it fix whatever it needed to fix. And my harm was already done. I'd already gone a lap down, so I figured, what the hell, you know.
Clear, clear.
Just trying to remain in a place where I can pull that lap back, that's all.
Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear, clear. Car inside. Still there. 52.64. Stay high. Still there.
Get on the back of these guys. Maybe we can push through to the front.
Stay high. Keep high.
Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Still there. Steer inside.
Don't move up on me. What are you doing?
Inside. Stay high. Still there. Still there. Steer inside. Inside. 52.23. Still there. Stay high. Steer inside. Car inside.
Not
Stay
enough
high.
of a gap to get down on the bottom.
Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there.
Oh, here we go. We've got somebody coming up behind me now.
Stay high.
So hopefully that'll push me.
Steer inside. Yellow flag is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed. Left 40. Car by.
Yep, there you go.
Top left 27. Job.
Pretty well. Yeah, well,
40. Job.
So lucky dog candidate. So that was a good drive. Managed to hold a position to put me in line for that, which is what I said I wanted to do. So I don't know whether I'm 1 or 2 laps down, but I'm going to find out shortly. Just thinking, should I actually take the
EOL, please.
take the lucky dog and then pit? If I pit, will that screw up me lucky dog? I'm not sure. I'm going to stay out, get me lap back, and then I'll pit if I can. I've got 9 laps.
Catch the pace car.
I've got nearly 9 laps of fuel.
Did passing under yellow clear?
Yeah, stay out,
Road is
yeah.
now open. You are the lucky dog. Get your left back by passing the field on the outside.
Oh,
The
yes.
pace car. Catch up 92. Car.
Oh, boogie boogie. That's what I wanted to see. I love it when a plan comes together.
Catch up.
I need an auto gearbox. I keep forgetting to change gear.
Catch up 40. Car.
Hold it
Catch
in
up
second or
1.
third
Car.
for
Catch
too
up
long, you know.
0, 70, 1. Car. Catch up 7. Car. Catch up 8. Car.
me an
Catch up
EOL.
8. Car. Catch up 43. Car. Catch up 83. Car. Catch up 83. Car.
What have we got? 37 of 94.
Top up 0, 46. Car. Catch up 27. Car. Top up 44.
I'm going to roll the
Car.
dice
Catch
that
up
there'll be a
0,
caution.
4. Car.
If I have to do a green flag pit stop, so be it.
Top up 44. Car. You're the lucky dog. You'll be held at the end of the longest line. Catch up 44. Car.
There we go.
Catch up 0, 46. Car.
That's the 46 in front of me, and I'm back on the lead lap. Yeah, pit lane's still open, is it? What do you reckon? Go and get fuel, I'm thinking. Stay out now. Well, no, pit lane's still open. And I think some of these guys are going in.
Catch stop 046, Cha.
Trouble is, I don't want to drop off. Nope, they're pitting, so I'll pit. All right. I just didn't want to drop off the pack by pitting with everybody else going green.
I got another passing.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
No tyres, just fuel. Let's rock and roll.
All clear, punch it.
Oh yeah, boogie boogie. How, how. Picked up 4 spots as well. Back on the lead lap.
1 lap to green. Line up on the inside. Left 50. 3. Car by. 1 minute 54.99.
Yeah, good call. Yep. Seems like a long yellow period though, doesn't it? I mean, I was able to get me lap back, do another lap after getting me lap back, and then pit, and still come out with everybody else.
You didn't exit the pit safely. You have to stay at the end of the pacing line. Left
What?
3. Car by.
What a load of bullshit. I must have wobbled with my wheels on the yellow line or some shit. Come on, where are we supposed to be? Let the 23 car by. Well, where's the 23 car?
Dave, you need to come on around.
Yeah, just waiting on the 23 as well. Where the hell is he? Oh, it's
Get ready.
Sebastian.
Going green.
I'm back.
Pace car's in.
There you are, Sebastian. Thank you. Alrighty. We're going to go green again.
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag. One minute 58.963.
These blokes don't get the starts right. I mean, I'm not the best restarter on the planet, but Jesus. Some of these guys just hold everything up and then just creates a bloody domino effect. Ah, hey DD, how are you, mate? Didn't actually even realise you were there. I thought that was still Edward posting comments. Come on.
55.715.
I think I'm sitting about where I started. I mean, I'm up the front, and then that bloody incident took me out, and that buggered things, and I went from like 6th to 28th or something. So, not much you can do about that, I guess. I'm flat out. Why am I not catching anybody? Oh, on the outside, yeah, I suppose, yeah. No, so I'm too busy trying to watch who's going to bloody fuck up the restart. As you can see, it happens. Like those 2 or 3 in front of me tried to go, and there's somebody in front of them was holding things up. So
9, 5, 8.
come on. I must be carrying a lot more damage than I thought. I've just got nothing. I've used my fast repair. I've done the optional repairs thing. I just got nothing. 172. I'm figuring I'm about 6 to 8 miles per hour down on top speed. So I don't know what the hell's holding me up. No, but I'm not getting the top speed I should be getting, mate. I should be pulling 176, 177 through here.
56,
I'm about 7, 8 miles per hour down on the top speed I should be doing, even on my own. I can run circles around this place at 177, 178, and if you get a decent lap, 179 if you're lucky. But I'm not getting anywhere near that. I'm lucky to get 172 with this. So I'm obviously carrying some sort of damage. I'm about 6 or 7 miles per hour down, and that's enough to make a difference. Yeah, well,
Yeah, I'm trying to get
not
you
recently.
I'm not damaged or anything. I'm just, well,
Just for some reason, it's just gutless.
I think I can still win this. I'm only like 32 laps.
I mean, I've had plenty of damage through all this, but
all right, simple.
you know, taps up the arse and people bloody arc a braking in front of me and missing a restart, and I give them a tap up the bum and stuff like that. But I thought I'd fixed all that, but obviously not, because it's making a difference now. I'm just not getting anywhere. Must be front end damage. Yeah, arc a brake, yeah. There was some guy before that did something wrong on the restart, and I gave him a tap up the arse, and the guy behind me had nowhere to go and ran up my arse. So I had front and rear damage. I thought I took care of that. And I've already used me fast repair, runs 3 wide on like what, second row or something, sitting 6th position or some stupid thing, 5th or 6th or something, and 3 wide. The guy on the outside collected me and put me into the guy below me on the inside line. So you know, I got hit about 4 times in all that, so I ended up using the fast repair, but that was 20 laps ago. Maybe more. I can't even tell you when that was. Probably on about lap 15 or 20, somewhere around there. So about 20 to 30 laps ago. Hook up with this guy. But somebody coming from behind. See if I can hook up with this guy and maybe work together. Who is it? Dave Hunt. He's a lap down.
You're gonna come down and make sure you're clear before you do it.
Well, y'all okay up there?
Outside. That car's a lap down. Still there. Clear outside. That car's a lap down.
I've just lost all the hearing in me right here.
2, 4.
That's going to make it interesting. can't hear anything in my right ear. Oh, I know what the problem is. I've got a bit of moisture in my hearing aid, I'd say, in the tube. I've had to clear it about 3 or 4 times this morning so far, but I thought it was right because it lasted at least a couple of hours. But obviously there's a little bit in there. Uh-oh. Oh, itchy nose. I feel like I'm going to sneeze.
Cross flag, halfway to the finish. 53.137.
The trouble is the optional repairs don't always repair whatever damage is there. And it's the car, the truck's never, the car or whatever, it's never actually as good after the optional repairs have been fixed. It straightens out the bodywork sort of stuff, but mostly. Sometimes it doesn't even do all of that. But I mean, I'm obviously struggling with some sort of aero damage because I mean, the only way I'm doing 180 now is because of these guys in front. I'm trying to hold on the back of them.
Speed. There's no need to push them.
52.922.
What we need is these 5 laps of fuel. Really, the fuel load in this
Remember, guys, no
championship.
pitting from the outside line. You do have to pit. Make sure you work your way down to that low line. We are coming up on green flag pit stops.
What are these guys going to do? Are they going to pit? Nope. I'll stay with them. So what have I got, 4 laps?
Children, what are you doing?
Because they're both a lap or 2 down on me, so where's the rest of the field coming? About a third of a lap behind us by the look of that. Hang on. That's number 15. What the fuck? Well, that's not the guys I've got listed on the relative. What's that like? One of these guys is wearing the wrong number. I think that's the problem.
53.206.
That's Scala in front of me, which is 934. And it's got number 15 on it. In front of him, there's Andy in number 13. Right, so yes, they are the ones in front of me.
I don't know what you're playing, bud.
On the relative. Yeah, I don't know what he was
I'll
saying.
be with you. We got 5.6 laps left, but I'll go with you. Tell me what.
So did they say they were going to pit, or were they going to wait another lap? If they're going in, I'm going in.
Bush, what are you doing?
No, they're going to wait another lap. They're trying to catch up with the rest of the field while the rest of the field pits. It's not a bad strategy, but...
3.815.
Coming this time.
Okay, they're going in this time around. Okay. What's this bloke doing? Who have we got here?
We're almost out of fuel. Might not make it to the end.
No, it's alright. We're going in this time around, so it doesn't
Probably in the
matter.
back, so I'm going to say left.
Hi, buddy.
Outside. Clear.
131 pitting this lap.
Hey, children, please stop.
Pit box in 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here. Meter's fitting now.
Oh, I didn't turn the bloody tyres off.
Move it, move it.
.56. Probably going to ping me for fucking speed, and I went 1 mile an hour over.
Back up.
1 minute 32.585.
Might have gotten lucky. Might have gotten lucky. Come on.
Meter's fitting now.
Go to the outside. Jump on the back of this pack that's coming up on me. Doesn't look like there's enough of them to be running anything more than single fire. But I'm a lap down again now. Come on, boys, come on. There's 4 of you. Surely you can catch me.
Why are you going left?
Don't run double file. Coming up on these guys.
1 minute 1.7.
This is going to be fun.
Inside. 3 wide, just stop. Hold your line, hold your line. Inside, 2 wide. Hold your line. Clear inside. Car inside. Clear, clear. Inside. Keep high. Clear, clear.
Okay. Get Danny while I've got the chance. I'm a lap down on these guys, but hoping that they pit shortly, which will actually give me a bit of a chance to have a shot.
53.603.
We got less than 40 laps.
Car outside. Keep low. Clear. .76.
Yeah, that incident before when I was sitting in the front half dozen, that's really hurt this race because I'm not going to get back to that position now, I don't think. I mean, there's still 30 odd laps to go, but the fact is, I'm a lap down again now. So even if I get lucky dog on another caution and get the lap back, then I've got to fight my way forward from position 25. So yeah, that really buggered it. That's why I don't like running 3 wide, because 2 wide, for 3 wide, you know somebody's going to fuck up. It's only a matter of time, and that's exactly what happened. I must have engine damage or something.
Outside. Hold your line.
I haven't lifted my
Still
foot,
there.
and I'm just
Clear
not,
outside.
just not enough competitive speed.
Still there. Still there. Hold your line.
Just hold my position and see what happens.
Stay low. 50.964. Down the bottom, 3 wide. Outside, 2 wide.
Don't do it, Seb.
Down the bottom, 3 wide. Hold your line, hold your line. Outside, 2 wide. Still there.
Oh, come on, where are you?
They're outside. Car outside. Still there. Keep low. Still there. Keep low.
Hey, lap cars, we're coming up on you guys. We just need y'all to pick a line and stay there together.
Still there.
Andy, let's go high here.
Clear. 51.2.
We'll be in the high line.
I appreciate it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. See, I can hear the tyres. I think I just simply missed my turning point though. I think that's all it was.
Picking up. High line, super slow, fellas.
Don't do it.
Car outside. Down the bottom, 3 wide. Outside, 2 wide. Still there. That car's a lap down. They're outside.
That gets me up another spot.
1.695.
Go ahead, don't cancel, guys.
No, you're okay, man. Thanks for your help. I'll return the favor if I get a chance to.
Oh, somebody bouncing around up there with a bad ping. Because I'm a lap down, it's a waste of time me racing any of these guys for position, so I'm only going to put myself in a spot where I don't want to be. Better off just staying where I am and just wait to see how it turns out. If we get a caution, chances are I'll be the lucky dog again and get that lap back, and that'll put me back on the lead lap, because I'm pretty sure I'm only 1 down.
Car outside. Still there. Hold your line. Clear. like you got about 5 laps of fuel left.
Fucking terrible fuel load.
$51.595. Outside. Clear. $51.55.
Well, Dallas has gotten back in front of me, which means he'll get the lucky dog. Which number's he racing? 959. What fucking truck is that? Oh, is that the one with 15 on it? Not actually sure.
Dropping, go.
Car inside. 51.12. Still there. Hold your line. Clear. Car inside. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. You're running low on fuel. You might not make it to 10. Clear inside. Car inside. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear inside. Inside. Hold your line. 52.207. Clear inside.
Hey, well, I'm going to have to pit, so I need to let these guys past anyway.
Inside. That car is a lap down. Still there.
Come on, guys.
Stay high.
So I'm going to have to pit anyway.
Still there.
Whatever number I am pitting this time.
Keep high. You have about 1 lap of fuel left. Clear. Inside.
131 pitting this lap.
Clear inside.
Oh, for God's sake!
Clear. Meter's pitting now. Inside. That car's a lap down. Still there. Clear.
He was on the friggin' inside line, and I thought I'd lift to let him pass so that I could go and pit. And he's decided to come right up my arse. Straight after I announced I was about to pit. Because that's just buggered me now. I don't think I'm going to make it to the pits. I'm going to run out of fuel. I don't believe that bullshit.
Pit this lap for more fuel.
Am I going to make it?
We're out of fuel.
No, we're done. We're coasting now.
Meter's pitting now.
I believe he did that. I just don't believe he did that. Oh shit, I'm not going to make it, am I?
5, 3,
I'm not going to make it.
1.
Come on.
Right here.
Just there. Jesus. Oh, I thought I turned the fucking tyres off.
I'm gonna pit in and stay high.
I thought I turned the tyres off.
Move it, move it. Meter's hitting now.
Wow.
1 minute 46.634.
Yeah, if he'd actually held his line, he would have just gone through on the inside of me, which is what I was trying to let him do. Where are we? I've got somebody coming up behind me, I don't know who. Just wasn't happy about that. That could have been an absolute disaster. I mean, he's on the inside line, and I actually lifted to let him by, and he's decided to go high behind me, which almost put both of us out. All he had to do was just stay where he was.
1 minute 1.31.
Barely made it, but at least I made it. But yeah, not the way the race was going earlier in the first half. I was a lot happier, but I mean, you tend to be a lot happier when you're sitting at the front, you know. Ah, well, whatever. I was trying to do one thing, he was trying to do another. It just didn't work out.
.17.
Yeah, I was a hell of a lot happy. As intense and nerve-wracking as it was, I was a lot happier when I was running 3 wide, sitting in, you know, the front of the field. So this is just not fun at all. Last round of this championship was really wanting to get a decent finish, and I was driving well enough to get a decent finish and put myself in a good spot, but you know, things happen. Once you actually get an incident happen that affects the way you're running and puts you in a different cycle for pit stops, and you know, that it just, yeah, after that you play catch up. So that's the way it is. Where are they?
He said his mic's not working, he's staying on the inside. Thanks, sir.
I mean, I've given a chance to fix anything more as far as optional repairs are concerned. It's not saying that there's anything else, but that top end speed is just shite.
56.228.
Don't know. I must have got some sort of engine damage or something earlier, and it's affected the top speed. I don't know. But, and optional repairs won't fix that. There's only one way to fix any kind of engine damage.
We're coming up on you. Where are you going to be?
Yeah, I'm going outside.
What are you doing?
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Line up single file. Pit road is closed. Toss the pipe car. Toss the 0, 20, 5. Car. Toss the 20, 6. Car. Toss the 0, 40, 6. Car. Toss the 7. Car.
Lucky dog candidate. We're past the 7.
Going into 3.
Toss the 20, 6. Car.
EOL.
Toss the 0, 20, 5. Car. Toss the pipe car. Toss the 83. Car.
Yep. Did that.
To go.
I mean, it doesn't seem to be too bad when I'm in the pack and I've got the draft. But solo top speed's about 6-7 mile per hour down, so it makes it difficult to, you know, to pick up on the back of anybody if I don't already have the draft. So. A bit like driving a bloody next-gen cup car. Drop off the bloody draft and even the slightest and you're screwed.
The road is now open. You are the lucky dog. Get your left back by passing the field on the outside. Pass the 950. 9. Car. Pass the 40. Car. Pass the 7. Car. Pass the 20. 6. Car. Pass the 20. 6. Car. Pass the 906. Car. To the lucky dog. You'll be held at the end of the longest line. Pass the 0, 20, 5. Car. Pass the 0, 50. 2. Car. Pass the 7. Car. Pass the 40. Car. Pass the 950. 9. Car. Catch the 0, 70. 1. Car. Catch the 70. 3. Car. Catch the 90. 5. Car. Pass the 83. Car.
We got 7 laps.
7. Car.
Yeah. So what happens? Catch up to the rest of this pack and then I'll look at pit next time around. I'm going to need fuel.
Let the 1 car by.
Mark it. You're good.
Well, where's the 1 car? Oh, there he is. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So the number 1, stay behind the 83. What are you doing, 83? What are you doing? What's he doing?
Let the 1 car by. Let the 13 car by.
I'm going to get some fuel.
Pit box in 5, 3, 2. They're showing us the black flag. You entered a closed pit. They're going to hold you for a while. Right here.
It closed right before I drove in, which I'm sick and tired of it doing. Bloody iRacing. It was open until I got here, and then it closed right before I crossed the friggin' line. Oh, fucking tyres again.
Move it, move it. 1 lap to green. Line up on the inside. Let the 959 car by.
Oh, it's a drop to end, which I had anyway because I'm the lucky dog, so that's fine. Drop to the end, I'm back on the lead lap. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, we're nearly done. We're what, 14, 16 laps. Let the 959 car by, which is there he is there because, no. Where's 959? Whoops.
Get ready, going green.
Oh no, that was him.
Pace car is in.
He's displaying a different number too. Come on.
Green flag, green flag.
Get some speed up.
That car is a lap down. Come in for the black flag.
What? Oh.
Car outside. Still there. On the bottom, 3 wide. Clear all around.
Yeah, don't even go there, James. Lucky Dog got my lap back.
Car outside. Clear outside.
And the only
That
reason
car's a
I
lap
pitted,
down.
was because it said the pits were open. And just as I was about to bloody end of the pits, it fucking closed.
Right here.
So it penalised me for entering a closed pit. Oh, that fucked it. What's the use?
40 car would like to go to the back.
What is the fucking use, honestly? Come on. Well, that's a lap down again. Jesus Christ. The lap I just got back, I just lost again. You know, I mean, the only reason I pitted because it said the pitch was still open, it was green, and then it's changed to red as I'm about to enter.
All right, we're done. Get going, get going.
What are you supposed to do, really? Suddenly change my mind at the last second and get a bloody penalty for unsafe pit entry or some shit, you know? Now they'll probably just sped and I'll get another one.
Black flag. Caught us speeding on pit road.
Yeah.
You got a 15-second penalty. Bring it in. Come in for the black flag or you'll be disqualified.
Nah, well, that's my day shot. That's it, I'm fucked. So there's 2 laps down. Might as well stop watching now, guys, because there's nothing to see here. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. Nobody to blame but myself for that one. Mind you, if I hadn't got that bullshit fucking penalty for entering a closed pit in the first place, I wouldn't have gotten one for speeding as I came out of the bloody pits again. Where's the rest of the field? About a third of a lap behind me. Jesus. Nobody to fucking blame but me. How can something that was going so well just suddenly fall apart after one fucking thing went wrong? You know, like. So I'm going to go another lap down because I'm going to have to pit and serve that friggin' penalty. Ah, fucking real. Yeah, I'm swearing a lot now. I'm pissed off. My head's somewhere else. Wasn't so close to the end of this race, I'd pull the pin. Had enough. I'm so sick of shit going on.
I gotta pit this time, so I won't be trying to get to the bottom here. Oh, geez.
Stay low, stay low, stay low.
Pit boxing. 5,
I'm gonna be pitting this time.
3,
I guess that's another way to get to pit road.
1. Right here.
You okay, Chris? I tried to bump
And
you,
he's got to
you
change
disappeared.
tyres and shit again. Yeah, well, yeah, fuck
Yeah,
it.
I made it to pit road.
Who cares? Who cares?
I'm sorry, I didn't know you were trying to turn at the same time I was pushing you.
Well, I was trying to work with a 10 to get me to the bottom, but yeah, it is what it
It's
is.
all gone to shit now anyway. Nah, it's got nothing to do with super speedways, mate. Just one little thing goes wrong, you know. I mean, like I say, I pitted because it was green, and then it closed it and gave me a penalty. If I hadn't gotten that penalty, I wouldn't have had to come in and serve it, which means I wouldn't have been speeding on the way out because I had the shits. So, yeah, it's... And I'm not giving up racing super speedways because I won't race half-mile tracks, and too many championships have got half-mile tracks.
That's it.
Who
Go.
else hates
I went to
field
race
mileage
bloody
races?
mile and a half the other night, and my bloody internet went to shit, so I couldn't actually race. I was going to race Kansas with ATR. And see, I did 57 there, and I got away with it.
2 minutes 15.88.
iRacing. The only thing consistent about it is it's not consistent. Inconsistency. It's like bloody NRL referees. See if I can fucking make some sort of an impression. Finish this off. Yeah. It's just a comedy of errors, you know. Everything will be going perfect. You know, when you're sitting on top of the world, 3 wide, front of the field, having a good time, getting an adrenaline rush. The next thing you know, everything just, one thing happens, that leads to something else, that leads to something else, that leads to something else. So, you know, that's what I mean. If I hadn't had to serve the penalty for entering the closed pit, I wouldn't have got the speed one because I had the shits.
That's what I'm trying to figure
And went 1 or 2 miles per hour over and it pinged me.
Reckon, I hope.
1,
Flies.
1.545.
Sounds like they're getting the lead. They put the brakes on.
Yeah. It's the way things go.
This is a race and not.
Some days it just happens, you know.
Well, let me out front because I'm laps behind anyway. I'll lead you guys around.
Come on up here, Dave.
And I don't give a shit what anyone says. I don't race my half-mile tracks.
Help these guys take the field.
You're lucky to get me on a 1 miler.
I'm on
Like I said, I went to try and race Kansas the other night for something different. And I missed racing, was it Texas last night because I had the family do on, so. Just circumstances. I've had plenty of bloody things like that go wrong on short tracks too.
I can still win
That's the way it
20,
is.
39 laps now.
Some days
At
just
what point?
Murphy's Law, you know.
Get close.
Everything that can go wrong will go wrong. It's just that simple.
495.
Yeah, there we go. We can work together there.
It doesn't matter about the length of the track.
And I'm no
Some
longer
days
in lap
things just
one.
go wrong. Yeah, mate, that's it. Whoops. No, I'm behind him. It's all right. What have we got? 10 laps to go. I'll see it out, finish it off. Last race of this championship, so they're going to do some recruitment races for the next 2 or 3 weeks and then start the new championship. So, Dave Douglas, you like racing super speedways. You want to be in this series? And keep it clean when you reply to that, please, Dave. I don't know why I'm laughing. I'm just, 10 laps of fuel and 9 laps to go. Well, actually, there's probably about 8 laps to go because I'm a lap down again. In fact, I'm probably 2 laps down because I'd served 2 penalties, so I'm probably 2 laps down now. Yeah, I thought you might find that funny, Dave.
Dan, you want me to push you or just ride behind you?
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to go in the pits here in about 2 laps anyway.
That's about the only thing it's done actually is put me on an opposite cycle to some of these guys needing fuel. Where it fucking flies. There's one bloody big black bastard fly bloody buzzing around here. I don't know where it's come from or how it got in here. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't need to stop. I'll get through to the end because I'm at least 1 lap, if not 2 laps down. And that says that there's like 7 laps to go or something. So, I'll just keep punting around until we get the checkered flag. That's really all I can do. Finish it off. Last race of the championship. I can race the recruitment races the next couple of weeks if I want to, or I can just take a day off. Although that'd probably upset Edward's routine a bit if I don't. I mean, if he's got nothing to watch, you know. What is it? Pink Floyd says on the wall. 600 channels of shit on the box to choose from. So. All the crap that's on the internet and the streaming services and free-to-air bullshit TV. And
You're all clear in front of me?
if Edward didn't have my bloody races to watch once or twice a week, he'd be lost.
Yeah, I see you guys. I'm actually going to stay below the yellow here so I don't get on the pit road.
I've got nobody behind me, so I don't know who they're talking to. But if they're pitting, bloody fly! According to that, there's 5 or 6 laps left. Is that my laps or the overall? Okay. 3. Right, so I'm 2 laps down. That says there's 5 to go and there's 3 to go on that one on the black box. So I'm 2 laps down. Any jokes? Not at the moment, mate.
Lap car, just go to the
I can't think of any at the moment.
Don't mess up that soon.
My head's so messed up with bloody stupid things that have happened during this race. So. I'm just trying to think. Is it tomorrow night the Ants car trucks start up again?
phone smoke?
I'll have to have a look. I looked the other day, but I just can't remember whether it was this week or next week.
White flag. One more lap to go.
Well, at least I'm not boring to watch, I suppose. Whether you find what I say amusing or you think I'm a dickhead, doesn't really matter. At least I'm not boring on it.
Don't fucking push me. What are you doing?
Oh, yes. Happy people having fun.
6.746.
Enjoying each other's company.
Good championship. Good job, Zach.
Is that? No, I haven't crossed the line yet.
Good wins.
I'd love to know what that
Nice
is.
job, Zach. Good job.
You see that flash? It's
Well,
on.
Zach.
It's actually in iRacing.
First Saturday win, man. Made it a good one. Good job, Zach.
The first couple of times I saw it, I thought it was just a screen. I thought it might have been damaged. There we go. I thought it might have been damaged in the move. But
Checker flag's out.
then I watched the
job,
replay
Zach.
back and it was in the
Bring it
replay.
on.
Like just
Thank
the
you.
live stream. Which tells me that it's actually, well, it's either hardware or software. Whether it's iRacing or the graphics card or, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, just that flash just happens once in a while. I only probably see it once, maybe twice a race. But it usually does it at least once during a race. So whether it's the graphics card or something else, I'm just not sure. But either way, yeah, it's definitely not the screen itself, which is nice since it's worth $900 to replace.
Yeah, remember, we will be doing some recruitment races coming up the next couple of weeks. So be on the lookout for those, guys. Good racing, everybody.
Yep, thanks, guys. Thanks for the championship. And I'll catch up with you in the next few weeks. Yeah, there you go. See, Dave? Recruitment races. Got nothing better to do on a Sunday, have you? Alrighty then. That's what the truck looks like. I got the extra signage there for the bits and pieces, you know, hardware and computer hardware and shit. It's actually got the new RAM and graphics card logos on it. But they're not here yet. They're not in the machine. But I did it now so that it was done and I wouldn't have to worry about it. I mean, they should be here this week. Because the RAM was out of stock at the shop. But it was at the supplier. So they had to wait for the new RAM to come in from the supplier warehouse into their warehouse. And that shows up Monday. So they're holding up the graphics card and the processor to send the whole lot at once. And I thought, oh, well, you know, I'm not in any desperate hurry for it or anything, so what the hell. Alright, so there we go. Started out pretty good, was going pretty good. And then when things started to go wrong, it was the end of that. And was just a struggle from that point on. It really was a case of one step forward, two steps back. Because every time I got the lucky dog 2 or 3 times, and every time I get me lap back, I'd go a lap down again for one reason or another, either green flag pit stop or some stupid penalty because of iRacing or me not paying attention properly. Whatever. But it's all good. So what we will do is we will close that out. And I'm not going to worry about saving the replay of that. And I'm going to get back to, where were we? That one. That's got it. Okay. Look, thanks for joining me. It is what it is, and just a bit of a shame that little things go wrong, but that's what happens. Sometimes some days you're the bug and some days you're the windscreen sort of thing, but today it was, you're the bug, you're the bug, you're the bug, so we'll see how it goes. Enjoy whatever you're doing for the rest of your weekend, and I won't actually. I was going to say I'll be thinking about you when you poor pricks all go back to work tomorrow, but I won't be. Stay safe, stay well, stay happy, and do what pleases you, and screw everybody else, okay? Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.